Hey guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Hello everyone.
Almost to the weekend, PJ.
Can't wait.
Which classic car in the Dream Giveaway Garage are you going to take home this weekend?
I'm taking the GTO now.
You're taking the GTO?
I wish.
Yeah, I wish.
We don't get to take these home.
Nah, we don't get to take them home. Hey, today we're going to talk about Mopar through the decades for all you Mopar fans. And what's really cool is that we have two Mopars in giveaways right now that kind of represent a high point for the respective eras. So we're going to start with the classic. I'm going to add, of course, right here, the Charger 500. And PJ, I'm going to start with, and I'm going to show these headlights, and I'm going to explain this again.
Look at these headlights, Chris.
They're correct. I know what you guys are thinking. A 69 Charger should have hideaway headlights. They're correct. This is not a Charger. This is a Charger 500.
So the emblem says here.
Absolutely. The Charger 500 did not get the hideaway headlights. So now you're saying to me, Chris, I've never heard of a Charger 500. It's because they were only supposed to build 500 of them. They only built 392 of them. And you might not have ever seen one. So it's easy to think that all 69 Chargers had hideaway headlights, but not the Charger 500s. The reason that Dodge changed these headlights, by the way, this grille and these headlights, if you're a Dodge fan, you might recognize it. They're off of a Dodge Coronet. Family car, Coronet.
That grill.
The grille and the headlights and the fixed headlights.
Why do they only make 392 when it says 500 on
Because at some point NASCAR stopped counting is what people thought, and then they made what they made. You know, I'll talk about it on another day, but some people, they say there were like 500 and some change. Some people say 392. Most people agree on 392, so that's what we're going with. Technically, or officially, NASCAR required 500 cars to be made and sold in dealerships to regular people in order for the car to be eligible to drive in NASCAR competition in Talladega and Daytona.
You're telling me in that year that this is the kind of car NASCAR was driving?
You better believe that's what NASCAR was driving. Guys like Buddy Baker and David Pearson and Richard Petty, they were driving cars that looked like cars. Not these next-gen sort of all scientific crazy things they're driving now. They were driving cars that you could buy at a dealership. And you got to remember, what does NASCAR stand for? National Association Stock Car. No, North America Stock Car Association. Someone tell me what NASCAR means. I know there's an SC.
Close.
Huh?
You must be close.
I'm close. There's an SC in the middle there, and that stands for stock car, meaning a car that you can buy at your dealership. Well, NASCAR isn't that anymore. How close am I? Is a North American stock car? Yeah. Anyway, you guys tell me. I should know that one.
It's like doing math here.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, so what happened was they came out with the 68 Charger, and they put them on these huge 500-mile super speedways, and the aerodynamic, you know, they put more horsepower to it, and the cars were getting slower. They're like, uh-oh, what's going on? Aerodynamics. So no longer could the horsepower overcome the battle with the wind that they're experiencing on these tracks. So they had to figure out how to make these cars more aerodynamic. So the first thing they did was pull those hideaway headlights off. And they put on these stock fixed headlights from the Coronet. And that's the truth. But that's not the only thing that they did. Back here, so the regular Charger has a recessed back glass. So they had to change this because the wind they were getting so much wind trouble back here on the Charger that they had to make this slopier.
Is that a word, slopier?
Slopier? Hey, that's what happens when you go out on a Friday night. You're feeling slopier, right?
Right, it says National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing.
There you go, National Association Stock Car. But it still had stock car in the middle there, auto racing. I should have known that. Anyways, also, the regular Charger has a big old trunk. Comes up to here, it's big. They literally cut the deck lid, the trunk in half. This is a baby trunk. Look at pictures of the back of a 69 Charger and the size of the trunk. Completely different. These are all converted offline by a company called Creative Industries in Detroit, Motor City. And so, if you guys ask, did we change out the grille? No, this grille was changed out in 1968, in September of 68 when it was built. Only 392 of them. And this was the pinnacle of what Dodge could produce for high-speed racing in 1968. Going into 1969, what do you got out there?
Mike Brown says, what is the displacement of the engine?
What is the displacement? Well, Mike Brown, you already know. There's no replacement for displacement, and there's only one Dodge motor that has a higher displacement than the 426 Hemi. And can you tell me what it is?
Only one Dodge motor.
Only one Dodge motor has a higher, one classic Dodge motor has a higher displacement than the 426 Hemi. And what is it? Come on, guys, you know this one. A 440. 440 cubic inches versus the 426. In fact, there are many guys who think that for street racing, the 440 was preferable. It was a little bit lighter, it was a little bit quicker off the line. Now, if you were doing nothing but straight on drag racing, then that 420, or if you were doing NASCAR racing, the 426 was preferable because it could roar at whatever RPMs and have you up at 180 to 200 miles an hour.
Well, Floyd,
Unless,
Mike,
oh, go ahead.
Floyd, Mike, and Larry all got the 440 Magnum.
440, great. You guys got that right. But what would happen was, even though that Hemi had so much power, the aerodynamics were holding it back. And that's why the Charger 500 came out.
Well, Mike Green just said Chargers had a recessed grill, so they put a Cornet 550 or 500 grill flush in front so it wouldn't trap air.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. And so, guys, remember, and Kathy gets these questions every week. Why did you guys change out the headlamps? We didn't. It's a Charger 5.
Do you think Chris is going to change out a headlamp? He might.
Not even with PJ's help am I going to do that.
No way.
Okay. So a Charger 500.
So
anyway,
Chris, you said this is through the decades.
Well, that's 1960s. Before we fast forward, let's take a look at that shifter. Someone needs to put a white shifter knob in here, but this is the way that it came. Came with a 4-speed. And in fact, these are super rare because most of these Charger 500s came with TorqueFlite 727 3-speed automatics, including the cars that they raced at NASCAR.
I see the engraving of Hurst on the stick shift.
Right, it's a Hurst shifter on a Dodge manual 4-speed.
Look at that console.
I don't know who made it for Dodge.
Look at that center console.
You know, those were the days before cup holders, when ashtrays ruled. How many ashtrays are in this car?
I don't know, it's probably quite a few.
And map pockets. Look at these kind of blingy map pockets on the side here. I mean,
Is that what they called map
That's
pockets?
a map pocket. Yeah, look, you could stick your triptych right in there. Anybody know what a triptych is?
It's got the Charger emblem right there.
That's so cool. Oh, that's good.
And good sounding. Well,
And good sounding. So that's Dodge. That's the pinnacle at Dodge high-speed performance, circa 1968.
before we go any further, Larry West said, "Hey Chris, I sent you an 8-track tape today via FedEx."
Don't tell me what 8-track you sent me. Let me be surprised.
Okay, I won't say it.
Okay, PJ's not going to tell me. I won't look.
So decades later,
I hope it's not Debbie Boone.
it's not Debbie Boone.
Oh, good.
So what happens decades later?
Decades later, Dodge performance. Dodge never stopped with performance, you know. They even worked with Carroll Shelby for a while. Decades later, this bad boy is the pinnacle of Dodge performance. 40 years, fast forward, 1968 all the way, well, this is a 2009? 2009. So 40 years. This is a Dodge ACR. I'm going to get the acronym right this time. Guys, you're going to be so proud of me, even you, Roger. American Club Racer, correct? ACR. It's a Dodge Viper ACR. And this thing...
It's all engine, Chris.
It's all engine. V10. V10 engine. And let me remember, do I do it here or do I do it on? No, that's this other generation one. Oh, here we go, Roger. You're going to tell me I don't know how to get the hood. And you know what? You might know. Tell you what.
Is there a latch under there? Or is it on the...
No, I think the latch is in there, but I got to look for it. Oh, Roger's never going to let me live this one down. Anyways, so.
We'll pop this up another day.
Pop it up another day. Dodge Viper ACR V10. Amazing performance, 6-speed manual, just like that Dodge from 1969. It's a manual stick car. Now, these are two separate giveaways. So if you're into the late model Dodge Viper performance, you go for this one. If you want that classic Dodge performance, you go for the Charger 500. And this one, 930 miles on the odometer. You heard that right, 930 miles on the odometer.
For a 2001?
Huh?
Or 2009?
2009. 900 miles on the odometer. PJ,
Chris, 900 miles?
We were talking about low mile cars earlier today, weren't
crazy.
we? That's all we were saying on that.
900 miles.
900 miles. I love this car.
And
so the original owner, he put some harnesses in there. That's the way we're going to deliver it to you. And that's the way that you can pick it up here at the Dream Giveaway Garage, I should say, if you're the winner.
Look at those seats.
Yeah.
What a big difference.
What a big difference in technology and style in 40 years, guys. Compare that difference between the two.
Chris, there's no 8-track.
Well, that's why you got to go with the Charger, because it's got the 8-track.
From the side profile, you can really see that big.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't have an 8-track. I'm out. No, I'm kidding. Because this thing is so phenomenal, and you think, well, you know, this is just a track car. It is so streetable. It's not like those early Vipers. The early Vipers, PJ, I don't know if you know this, they didn't have electric windows. They didn't even have windows. They had plexiglass. They were really all-out race cars. But these, you know, Dodge got feedback from their customers saying that, you know, they wanted some of the amenities that the other sports cars out there had, like power windows, air conditioning, AM, FM. So this has all that. So, I mean, this is a great Friday night car. If you want to, you know, if you're single, raise your, I can't raise my hand, I'm not single. Raise your hand if you're single, guys, or ladies. This is a car to take out on a Friday night.
Yeah, it would.
With 900 miles on it. I mean, this is a car that says, you're there. You and the car have become one.
Definitely. Kathy says side exhaust is cool. You're right.
The side exhaust is cool.
Look at that. I don't even realize it's not in the back.
Yeah, and look at those extreme contacts. Look, PJ, show them how wide those tires are in the back. Talk about another big change over 40 years. No, show the wide. Just show the tread, PJ.
Well, Mike says the tires on the Viper are huge.
They are huge. They're like 345s on the back. Remember that 345 is a measurement in millimeters, which means it's like, what, 14 inches of tread in the back? Huge, as compared to the Charger, that they were racing that stuff on Daytona, and those tires are probably half the width. And the street tires, they're skinny, super skinny. So you got to love it. You know, maybe tomorrow we should have a Fire It Up Mopar Friday, unless Kathy has already planned on something else.
We'll see.
Or, yeah, okay. Go ahead. We'll shut the door on this.
Floyd says
That's
both
good.
vehicles are serious collectibles, but I have to love the Vipers. Charger is easy for me to get in and out of. The Viper is a better handling, and love the twisty mountain roads.
I got to tell you guys, if you are into the driving experience, it's all about the Viper. You will find this Viper such an incredible, what's the phrase, extension of your skills and of your attitude. This Viper just is so incredible. Now that Charger 500 though is such a classic. But I'll tell you, I drove that little four-speed around, and the 6-speed on the Viper is a little bit easier to drive than the 4-speed on the Charger 500. And remember, that's still got a carburetor on it. But you can never compare a classic like the Charger 500 directly to something like the Dodge Viper, because they're so special in their own ways, aren't they?
Yeah.
Don't you agree? I know you guys agree too. Comments?
Stefan says, a quick question. Will you guys be having another Hellcat giveaway or no spoiler alert? Where are you going, Chris?
Next to the spoiler.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Yes.
Is that a spoiler alert?
I will not give you a spoiler alert today, guys, about any future Hellcat Dream giveaway. I can neither confirm nor deny those reports. Spoiler alert for another day.
Very cute.
I'm glad that prop was there for me to do that. So I gotta love the Viper, and I love that Charger 500 as well. And while we're talking about Mopars, what's happening here next Wednesday, PJ?
Oh, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Two right there?
Two right there.
They're still in the garage because next Wednesday is the day we're going to be giving them away.
And well, you know, technically, or should I say officially, well, officially we're giving them away. But I know who's going to be handing the keys over.
Who?
Big Daddy Don Garlitz.
Big Daddy Don Garlitz going to be in the Dream Giveaway
He's going
garage?
to be in the Dream Giveaway garage. He's going to have the keys in his hand, and it's up to him to hand those keys over. It's true.
And anybody who's in the area wants to come down?
Come on over, because it's going to be happening at 6 o'clock, so that'll give you time to get off of work maybe a few minutes early, get through traffic, and meet us here in the Dream Giveaway garage.
Yeah, meet Don Garlitz, meet the winner.
Don Garlitz.
Now, Delonzo was here, the winner,
Yeah.
a couple days ago, just to kind of review them. He lives in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yep.
And he was super excited, and a lot of people were very congratulatory towards him on social media. And I'm sure a lot of people were upset that they didn't win, but in that same aspect, he seems like a fantastic winner.
Fantastic. And I know Don's going to enjoy talking to him about it, because they're both kind of Florida guys.
Yeah.
There you go. So, Hellcats, we're giving them away next Wednesday. Let's walk back toward the Charger, and we'll conclude the Facebook Live over there by the Charger today.
What day is the giveaway again?
The award ceremony?
Yeah.
Wednesday. Wednesday, May 25th, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Stefan says, too bad I'll be in Fort Lauderdale, won't be able to make it up.
There you go. Back to the Charger 500. I'm going to give you guys a peek at...
Roger will be happy.
Roger will be happy, because I know I can get this one. I just got to get my hand back here for this. There we go. Ah.
Look at this.
All right. Guys, have you ever seen a engine bay? You're looking at it. 440 Magnum, Dodge Big Block. You know, I don't think it's been judged, but if I were a judge, I would give this every point that I could give it, because this car looks immaculate. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So we're going to end the Facebook Live with you guys taking a look at that big 440 cubic inch backed by a 4-speed in this Charger 500 that you can win. Look at all of our great giveaways at www.dreamgiveaway.com, and we will see you tomorrow.
Before you go, though, Roger is very excited for you. Way to go, Chris, for opening up this. And Kathy says NASCAR Day is tomorrow, so let's fire up these beauties.
Roger, the classics are much easier for me. It's where do they put those darn latches on all those new cars, right? We'll see you guys tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. And today's episode was really fun. Mopar through the decades. It only happens here live in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage.
See you next time, everyone.